Welcome back to the channel. This is Valone's RC Hobby. I hope everyone is doing well today. And guys, what have I got in store for you? Yes, another drifter indoor car. This is very conducive to today's world and where I live in New York. It's super cold out. It's been nothing but snow and ice in this month of February. And these on-road drift cars have been excellent to do indoors. And so what we have here is the UDI-1601. Maker Faire was very generous enough to send us this car to review. And if you've seen on my channel in the past few weeks, I've reviewed the clones to this, which are the SG-1603 and the SG-1604. I've been using these cars a lot. They're excellent little cars, and this car is probably no exception either. So it's basically the same as these. It looks like it's just rebranded, different scheme on the body, and that's about it. So we're going to crack it open, and I'm going to show you briefly what this car is all about, and then of course we'll take it for a rip. So let's get going here. I got my little razor here. Cut this open. I feel like Mr. Rogers right now. Hope you be my neighbor. So let's see. Open this up, pull it out. Move these little guys out of the way. I love these guys, and I did upgrade the 1604. I don't know if you saw my video on that, and that was really cool. You can mildly upgrade these things if you want to leave the stock tires on them and such. They are hobby grade, and they do come ready to run out the box. And out the box, they're excellent. But if you did want to go a little bit faster, I topped out at about 37 miles an hour on my speed run. And I was not even full throttle. Once I hit around 35, 37 miles an hour, she was flipping out. So pull this out, get the box out of the way. This is the Breaker version. They also have the Panther version. So the Breaker would be this one. This one says Baron by the SG. And then the Panther version for the UD is like this one, like the Mustang version. SG is the Gorilla. So pretty cool here. I like the paint scheme on that. That looks pretty cool. A little colorful there. So the way they package these things, it's so funny. So I'll flip this over. 2.4 gigahertz controller. Not bad controllers. I gotta say, for something that's under $100, these are really not bad. They got everything you need. They got your gyro adjustments here. You got your steering trim. You got your steering dual rate, which is all excellent. And they have a switch here also to change the light color if you want, which is also pretty cool. So pretty big for this size car, but it actually feels pretty good in the hand. I mean, considering what you get from WL Toys and such, this is actually a nice, better controller. You just need to get 4 AA batteries, and that's about it. Everything else is pretty much supplied for you. So I'll crack out this box here, and I'll show you what it comes with. Comes with a charger, and I gotta tell you, this charger is not bad. It's just a balance plug, and it's got a USB connection. And again, I've done reviews on this car, the clones before, so if you want to go check those videos out. So here's the little charger, and it's just got 2 lights on it where it indicates if it's charged or not. The green light will blink. If it's still charging, it'll be solid if it's fully charged. You got a USB connection. You could put a plug on this on the end. And it's just the balance connection from the lithium-ion battery that comes with the car, just plugs into there. And when I charge with this, generally speaking, it's around, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours to fully charge the battery, which is not terrible. What's great about this car is that, you could travel with this. I was just on vacation last week, and I was able to throw this car with all this stuff basically in my, my luggage and throw it on the plane and go cruising around in my other locations. So comes with a little tool bag. You got your wrench, you got your little screwdriver here, you got a couple little arms here to help you out. God forbid something breaks, and you do have some new body pins if you lose body pins, which you might if you're going real fast. And they give you some drift wheels as well if you want to do this on carpet or maybe a rougher surface or something. But I happen to really like the rubber tires on this car. They are good enough for where I like to cruise around with. So if you saw my video on the SG-1603 review I did, I was in my mall, my local mall here, Palisades Center, and I got to tell you, nice shiny floors. That was awesome. So I'm trying to get into my local high school gym here and do that on a basketball court, race around with one of these, because that's a nice spot too if you could. If you have a contact, see if you can race around there. I do have a contact. 2 of my sisters are teachers in the local district, so pretty cool. But yeah, let's put this aside over here. They also give you the instruction manual, so they got 1601 for this one, which is the again the breaker, and then the UD-1602 is the Panther style, the Mustang looking style. So they pretty much got everything in here, anything you need instruction wise to follow, and they should have a parts list in the back, and yes they do. So what's really nice is that at least I know there's 2 different brands here and they're kind of cloned. Parts availability is going to be there. So if they say the quote unquote UD parts, if you search UD parts for this car, it might not come up, but the SG parts would probably work on this car. So you're in pretty good shape there. So that's your little truck. Really cool. Of course, AKA Mini Infraction, Hoonigan. I mean, it's like the little brother to the Infraction, and they're super cool. Got a nice looking little body here. I kind of keep the plastic on for the time being, so if I thrash around a little bit, it doesn't really scratch anything. But what's really nice is that they are pretty durable. I've smacked into a few things with this thing and it's still going. So that's pretty cool. But let's pop the body off and take a peek here what we got underneath. Small body clips. There's nothing really retaining them on except for just slipping in the hole on the body post. So just be mindful. They could fly off. Now these all have the light wires here. So I'm going to just disconnect this for now. And of course, the ESC receiver in 1 combo is coming off. All right. So took the body off, and here we are. So you got your 1200 milliamp lithium ion battery, pretty good battery there. This comes with JST connections, so you know, I might put some Dean connectors on here. They have you know, junction connectors to go to Dean's, which I have. I might throw those on just because when I charge these batteries, I like to use a pro charger, a hobby grade charger, and then when I'm not using the car, I like to balance charge the battery. So the charger they give you is not going to do a balance charge or a storage charge. So you know, might be mindful of that. If you're just getting into the hobby, you're fine right out the box here. So tires are really cool. I really like those. They're not glued. Keep that in mind if you did want to upgrade and go brushless. Comes with that 2-in-1 ESC, so basically it's an ESC and receiver in one. And again, this is another ESC combo that has the little button to turn it on right on top of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll put it closer here. It's about right there, if you can see that. This is the second one that I got like that. My SG-1604 had the on-off switch like on the side here. So I don't know why they did that, but and then you got a 380 brushed motor, and if you want to update to brushless, I would keep it simple, keep the stock gearing in here, get a 2440 brushless motor because the shaft size will work with this pinion, so that's always good. And to just kind of keep it simple, again, unless you're upgrading everything else, suspension, arms, tires, you know, going with a faster motor and trying to go 2S, 3S with this thing, it gets a little ballistic. So, but very, very cool. 4-wheel drive. You got metal drive shaft in the center, which is really nice. And, you know, you got your dog bones, front and rear, CVDs. So you got metal. You got some metal. Shocks are not oil filled. They're just your basic shock. You got a nice bumper here. I tell you, you know, I've been bumping around with this car, the clones at least, and it's staying intact. It's really, really cool. Speed-wise, they're probably around 15 miles an hour or so. Nothing super fast, but nothing super slow. And again, it's meant for drifting and just kind of going around cones or going around a course. And that's what's really nice about these cars. So, and again, great that they throw into a backpack or something and get cruising, you know. They're really cool, very well made. I mean, for the price point, you're under $100. Now, I would say when you're going to buy these cars, do a search for both of them, the UD or the SG, and just see which one's cheaper. I think right now the UD is cheaper. So you can pick this up. Maker Fire has it on their website. I have a link in the description below this video where you can grab this car. And yeah, they were, again, generous enough to send me this to review, and I can't wait to get it outside. Now, I'm going to try to go to an indoor park here or indoor mall and cruise around with this, but you know, it's a really cool car. So, all right, guys, that's basically it. What you get in the box, really cool car. Again, link in the description below the video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll be bringing you RC content like this each and every week. And yeah, let's get cruising. I gotta admit, the chassis are pretty robust on this car. Everything is very durable. It's not a steel chassis by any means, but what was nice when I upgraded this car, or the SG-1604 that I upgraded, the screws came out pretty nicely. We're not like the WL toys, which were very difficult to get out. So upgrading this car is a pleasure, and it's really not gonna fight you. There we go, cool little car, drifting around on the nice glossy mall floor. This is the way to do it. It's 1/16 scale drifters. This is the UD-1601. And again, they are clones from the SG model cars. And you know what's really nice about these cars, again, is like they're nice size, they're a good speed out the box, hobby grade, they are upgradable, so that's really nice too. Just keep in mind, you know, always good idea to check your screws, check a lot of things on the car before you get going. I do have a tendency to notice on these cars, I'm always adjusting the steering trim. So no matter how much I center it, it'll then start to move itself to another direction, and then I got to adjust the steering trim again. So it's always a good idea to maybe look at your arms, your steering servo saver arms and such. Put a little bit of lubrication on them. Anything that's connected to the servo, do a little bit of a lubrication. So it tends to be that they're sticking a little bit. So always good to lube certain things that move, and that'll give you a better pleasant driving experience. But again, you know, right out the box, it's about 15 miles an hour. Great little car. I would do a search for the SG models or this model and see which one is cheaper, and go with the cheaper one. I think as of right now, the UD-1601 that you see here is the cheapest going right now, and you could swap parts between the two brands. But yeah, guys, very, very cool. Love these cars. Very fun to drive, especially on a beautiful mole floor like you see here. Nice and glossy. Perfect little drift area. There's nobody around. This is ideal, especially in the wintertime when the snow is outside and salt. This is the ideal thing. Please be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll be bringing you RC content like this each and every week. All right, guys, I'll see you next time.